89 million dogs in the USA generate over 66 million pounds of poop every single day. Not sure how they came to that exact amount, but apparently that's what it is. Few forward-thinking people are actually taking advantage of this opportunity, and some are making millions of dollars in the process. We're going to look at how to get started in this business, things you need to consider, and a low-investment poop scooping franchise that actually has some owners making millions. So this is one of those businesses that people assume is so simple to operate. You eyeball a ball of poop, you flip it into a baggie, you rinse, repeat till the yard is clean, you get paid. But that is a common misperception with so many of these service type businesses like painting or cleaning. We hear it a lot. And the reason that most businesses fail or never rise above just creating a small job for the owner is scaling that business. And scaling a business to the millions, it can be done. It really has nothing to do with the painting, the cleaning, or the picking up or poop. Scaling is the important thing to understand. So just because your service is simple, scaling, growing that business is not simple. There are specific questions that you need to answer before starting out your business. Now, arguably the most important before you start going out there and starting to pick up the poop or whatever else, client acquisition. Who is your target market? How do I acquire customers? And this is where most businesses fail, particularly in a small business like this, when they post some paper signs, they flag them around on billboards, on telephone poles, whatever else around town. They get no calls and they give up. Ideally, your operation should focus on residential as well as commercial clients, and they both have different ways to acquire their business. Commercial clients might include dog parks, vet clinics, doggy daycares, places like that. Social media, it's a great venue for residential customers. You can advertise and pay per click and segment your customer base by pet owners within a radius around your home. Very easy and quite inexpensive to do. You can also leave cards with these vet clinics and pet stores. Just usually when you go in, you can see they have cards waiting there. Just leave them at the front, as well as while you're there, you might as well pitch them on your services for their place. Number 2 is licensing and regulations. Every state has different rules and you have to play by them. Do you need a specific license beyond just your business license? Do you need to dump the waste in a special place, use special tools, special disposal protocols? And if you're not following these rules, you risk potential lawsuits from your customers, fines, or having your business shut down. Another question is, should your business be an LLC or a sole proprietorship, right? And answers to these questions are going to be specific to your situation. So we can't tell you yes or no. It's going to vary depending on your goals. Number 3 is service upsells. You may have heard this before, and it's a very important point. The easiest customer to sell to is an existing customer that you already have, right? Once you already get a customer, you should be offering upsells like flea and tick spraying of their lawns, lawn repair of their lawns, even pet sitting services. Some of these places have had great success. Now, obviously, your startup costs are quite low. If you're starting as a sole proprietor, you need some poop picking up tools, some bags, small budget, and off you go. But how do people get to millions of dollars in the business? We're going to discuss the specific amounts in a minute. You're not going to do it as a single operator. We'll show you the metrics in a second. You need to scale that business efficiently and effectively. So typically, and here's the numbers, one weekly visit to a residential home is going to pay between $10 to $15. More if there's a lot to pick up, they've got huge dogs, whatever else, that's negotiable. But typically average $10 to $15 per yard for once a week. Now, if you handle the logistics correctly, and this is another area where newbie business owners tend to mess up, but if you plan these routes effectively, you can potentially clean 4 to 6 yards every single hour. That gives you around $60 an hour, or just under $500 a day in revenue, which is $2,500 a week. Now, obviously, if you're booking jobs across town, which is a lot of people feel motivated just to take business wherever it comes from, It's not a good thing to do because you can probably only do 1 or 2 an hour at that point. And again, you've bought yourself an hourly pay job. Don't underestimate, because this business looks so simple, the complexity of scaling this business up. Now, you'll need to effectively geo-target your first customers correctly, which is the key to scaling a city up via doing small quadrants at a time rather than a massive city. Now, once your schedule is full, you've got all those days booked up, you're charging that amount, $120,000 a year gig. And if you keep your customers happy, many of them are going to stay with you long term. Business is running. But basically, you still just got a high-paying job picking up poop. So next up, you want to begin to scale, hiring additional employees to help you with this poop scooping, or even getting you out of the business, and all you do is coordinate and manage at that point. So you could get by probably paying the scoopers $500 to $600 a week, even after your expenses, right? Vehicle expenses, all those other things. You could potentially see $1,000 to $1,500 per vehicle per week in profit. So if you multiply that by 10 or 20 employees, you can begin to see how this can become a very lucrative business. Now, if you're not confident in your business building abilities of scaling up, how do I get customers, where do I advertise, all those things and everything else, there are actually franchises in this sector that show you exactly how to scale that business up quickly. One of them has a $4 million a year scooping business in there. The top performing franchise earned $1.2 million, and almost half of their franchise owners are doing over $440,000 a year. So the system's been proven over 20 years, and like any good franchise, you just step in, you follow the training, the operations manual, all that other good stuff. Financing is available. No money down financing is available now as well. Total investment is between $70,000 to $80,000, all in, everything you need. You're going to need a minimum net worth of $250,000 to qualify. Now, if you'd like to see if this franchise would be a good fit for you and if it's available in your territory, or look at any other franchises, give Franchise City Broker Group a call. That link is above and in the description. Thanks for watching.